I usually like to film during the day because I don't like the night. There's no lighting, you can't really see me well. Things don't really look as interesting during the night, except for the buildings, which is why I chose to come here for the third time. And I've chosen to make a video here that'll probably get 3 views again for the third time. So there's some things, with that being said, there's some things that I want to talk about. The most important one being the fact that people who we look up to, people who are extremely successful, whether it be in money or fame or intelligence, or people who just have an abundance of things in life and are very, very respected. Usually a lot of them grew up back in the 50s and after. Everyone who had a dream and went and achieved it and was extremely successful in achieving that dream was people from back then. I mean, nowadays you just have people who scam, and you just have people who do OnlyFans and people who do porn, and there's no one who actually has a respectable thing that they're doing to make their money. No one is actually pushing the human race forward. There are no Malcolm X's. Now it's just I think people are just struggling with a identity crisis. People don't know who they are, and to make it worse, people who already don't know who they are just being pushed around by the elderly who made nothing of their lives, so they get their kicks out of belittling the younger generation. And I see this a lot in the Gen Xers to the millennials, and then to the millennials to the Gen Z. How do you expect anybody to push us forward if you make us not stand you? If the older generation, if all the older generation is concerned with is belittling the younger generations, how the fuck do you expect us to get far? We're not. That's the answer. I mean, back then, 30 to 40 years ago, the older generation, the elderly, was focused on uplifting the younger generation. They were focused on being that example, you know? Now, the Gen Xers and the millennials, and the reason I'm not including the boomers is because the boomers, I feel like they actually have respect. They are the last generation that actually uplifted the people that came after. And I believe that the problem of greed is going to get worse. And I think that's the problem. I think that's the real problem. I think it's the greed that's... Remember in restaurants or fast food restaurants, like say you go to the Jack in the Box, you would just pay for your food and then you would get out. Now, let's say you go to the Jack in the Box, now they have an option to tip when you're trying to pay for your fucking burger. No, I don't want to tip. No, I don't want to tip. And I don't want to be made to feel bad if I don't. And the thing about this, it may not seem like a problem now. Oh, they just want to tip. They just want to make some money. They just want to, let them do it. Why don't you let them do it? It's not about that. It's about the lasting effect that this is going to have, and the ladder. It's about the ladder effect that's going to come after. When you make one decision out of greed and no one suffers any real precaution, any real consequence because of it, there will then be a butterfly effect of greed, and it's just going to get worse from here.